this is an interesting one. Frankie's a Liverpool fan. Frankie?
How you doing, guys?
You're good, Frankie. It says on my screen what you're going to talk about. I don't know if you're a wind-up or not.
No, I'm not a wind-up. What it is, I'm not a scientist, but what it is, I'm actually an artist. Okay? And my belief is not just at Anfield, it's all clubs which play in red. Man United and Arsenal especially, because we have red backdrops and we play in red kits. And I believe that what you call it is the colour clash. When clubs are actually passing the ball, it takes them longer to visualise their players. It's not a wind-up.
Frankie, don't. Sorry, unless I'm going mad, don't all clubs have the colour on their stats? So Spurs would have white, for argument's sake. Man City would have sky blue.
Red is actually the worst colour.
Yeah, but it didn't affect them last year and the year before.
What are you talking about?
No, because you've got fans in there.
No, he's talking about the banners over the empty seats.
Oh,
yes.
So they can't see the shirts. But if you're a Spurs player, aren't all their seats covered in white banners? And if you're a Man City fan, aren't they all sky blue?
No, because if you look at Man City's banners, they're different. And Spurs banners are different as well. Where Man United, Arsenal and Liverpool, they're all like...
But hold on. But Frankie, Man United are doing better than they should be doing.
Not really.
No one expected Man United to be second. Everyone expected Liverpool and Man City to be second.
What about Everton with their blues then?
What about Everton?
Blue is not as bad as red.
Says who? Says who? Where have you got that stat from?
In what sense?
What do you mean blue? Your statement, blue is not as bad as red. In what context? What are you talking about? Blue's not as bad as what?
In colour clash. So if you're making a painting and you actually put a red on top of red, it actually looks worse than actually blue on blue.
But it's the same colour. Blue on blue, you won't be able to pick out the blue behind the blue. What you do red behind the red.
Frank, this is a wind-up, Frankie, isn't it?
No, it's got a wind-up.
It is, Frankie.
I can guarantee you, if Liverpool change their backdrop to their away kit, they will perform a lot better.
Does that make them... Wait a minute, Frankie, does that make them close down better when they haven't got the ball? Does that make Jurgen Klopp make better choices with a red, not a red backdrop?
I'm not saying that it's going to make 100%.
What percent difference would it be if Liverpool changed the colour of the...
Even if it only makes 10%. In the scheme of things, 10% is a lot.
That's it. All they got to do is paint the seats.
Have you ever stood on a football pitch?
Yes.
You have.
Because remember what you call it, when Liverpool played Man United, Liverpool were in their away kit. Yeah? So their kit doesn't crack to the backdrop. When Liverpool played Chelsea...
Frankie, you're winding me up. You're winding me up, Frankie.
It's not a wind-up. I hope someone's listening out there.
I hope someone's listening as well.
Thing is, with your theory, Frankie, right?
Yeah.
Where is your stats and your proof to back up your theory?
Like I said, I'm not a scientist. It's only worth a try.
Okay, but just go back to Man United, right? They're factually, if you look at their league standings, no one expected them to be second with 11.
Yeah,
Hold on, with 11 games to go.
Yeah, but it's their away form, not their home form. Is their home form better than their away form?
Well, okay, why don't you put Liverpool in that category then? Why can't they win away from home?
Well, Liverpool's away form will still be better than their home form this season.
Well, Liverpool have lost 8 games so far this season.
Yeah, 5 of them are out.
I can't believe I'm entertaining this. This is one of the most bonkers things I've ever heard.
No, it's not bonkers though. What you got to look at it in a bigger picture.
So it's hold on. So it's nothing to do with Van Dijk being injured. Nothing to do with Henderson playing there. Nothing to do with Alisson making mistakes at the back. Nothing to do with Liverpool's front three not being able to score.
Liverpool playing the same system.
Liverpool not having a plan B. Liverpool taking off their highest goal scorer.
Substitutions.
And Liverpool leaving 2 strikers on the bench and bringing on James. None of that's relevant. It's just to do with the fact they're
banners and seats.
Banners in seats.
It is all relevant, but backdrops also make a difference. Yeah.
What happens when Holland? No, I won't use Holland. What happens when Liverpool play in the summer and the majority of their fans have got Liverpool shirts on?
Yeah, but it's not clashing with the solid red, is it? It's not clashing with the solid red. Because if you look at the stadium in the
I
backdrop...
think you've been clashing with a solid red, Frankie.
There was a bit of claret flying around somewhere.
Frankie, how did you come up with
Is that a
that?
little bit of Rioja, Frankie? Do you think?
I've just got this theory. Yeah, it's just a theory. I'm not saying that it'll work in practice, but the thing about it is, even if it makes a difference of 10%, it's 10%.
Yeah, but
Man
ain't, mate,
United perform bad at home.
But I don't-
Arsenal performing bad at home.
I don't think when you're on the pitch, and Perry will be able to tell me this. I don't think when you're on the pitch, I don't think the background would clash.
makes no difference.
There you go.
Whatsoever.
There you go. Someone's
None at all.
played at the highest
Right,
level.
unless I'm wrong, right? You know when you're playing, right? You've got green grass. You have different colour socks. You have different colour shorts. The opposition are playing different, so it makes no difference.
Yeah, and
whatsoever.
they're so far away from the stand.
You don't even see them.
You don't even see
No,
them,
you're
Frankie.
not aware of them until obviously you hear them.
Because that's the same reasoning as in, for example, say cricket. They actually put a screen at the back.
Yeah, that's because you've got a tiny ball and it's in the air.
Yeah, because you need to see the red ball against the white.
Yeah.
but-
side.
And it's coming at you at 90 miles an hour, Frankie.
Yeah, because the thing about it is the players don't look down, they look up. Especially for those split seconds as well, when you've got those revolving adverts going round.
Oh, that
and
little
they
dog.
all of a sudden turn red.
That's it. It's a little dog's fault that runs around the advertising
All
boards.
right, answer me this one then, Frankie. Answer me this one.
That little
right?
that damn dash hound.
Frankie, there's a massive flaw in your theory.
Go on.
How many parts of the ground are covered in these sheets? How many stands?
At Anfield, virtually the whole lot of it.
No, it's just the TV side. So there's one whole stand at every club that doesn't have the coverings on.
Or that way I can't see.
I know, but the footballers can.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Okay.
so if you've got your back to the cop, everything on the left hand side, there's no seat coverings on.
Okay, let me put the other way around. That's why maybe Mohamed Salah is actually scoring from that side.
Okay, that's
and
enough.
Mane isn't.
That's enough, Frankie. Stay off the booze, all right,
To
Frankie?
be fair,
Frankie, promise me you'll stay off the booze. Promise me, Frankie.
if you're gonna keep on it, go on the white. Stay, not the red. Go on the white.
Frankie, I mean, what a wonderful call, Frankie. I applaud you for that. Good work. Someone's just tweeted Frankie's a legend. I agree.
Exactly.
Good work, Frankie.
Someone's got to try it.
Cheers,
What?
Frank.
Do you know what's great, Frankie? Do you know what? That's where Liverpool are at the moment. That you're just claiming it's the colour of the seats.
But did I mention just Liverpool? I mentioned Arsenal as well, and I mentioned Manchester United. So this is just not about Liverpool.
Frankie, you've got to let it go now. It's starting to sound silly.